All right, so if you're up for a challenge, this is the radial design that you're going to be creating. It's a little bit more pain for a lot more gain, so it's a little bit more work, but it looks much more impressive. So you're doing the same thing as you would with the other version, but you're using a triangle that is half the size of the other triangles that other students are using. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to write your word, and remember, you want each letter to touch as many corners or edges as possible. So even if I could have touched some of these corners here, that would be great. So I'm writing the word art, trying to make sure that each letter touches as many edges as possible. Once I'm happy with it, I'm going to go over it in Sharpie. Once I've done this side, I'm going to flip it over, and I'll be able to see through my Sharpie from this side so that I can trace it on the other side with my letters then appearing like they're backwards, like so. All right, now I'm rushing through this. You're obviously going to take a lot more time to make sure it looks good. And next step, you're going to take your square piece of paper and you're going to be folding it 3 times. So you're going to go from one corner to another corner, flatten it out. Then again, from one corner to another corner, flatten it out. That's 2 folds and 1 more fold. You can see that the triangle, or that the piece of paper, is now the exact same size as your little triangle that you're going to be using. So open this up and you'll see, rather than having only 4 sections, you have 8 sections. Everybody else will likely have 4 sections. All right. So with some tape, tape your word into one of the sections. Try and make sure it fits nicely. Use the tape just so it doesn't move around while you're tracing it. And then go ahead and trace. Okay, this one is done. I'm going to move on. So I'm going to take it off, take off that tape, flip it over, tape it down again, and trace again. And you'll notice the A's are meeting in the center, the R's, the tops of the R's are meeting in the center, and eventually the bottoms of the T's will all meet in the center. So let's put this on time lapse so you can see how it's done in just a second. So take it off, flip it over, tape it back down, and do your tracing. Right, so I'm ready to color it in now. You want to make sure that all of the A's, or whatever letter you're doing, are all the same color, and all of the R's are all the same color, and all the T's are in the same color. It makes it a little more difficult to find. It's the in-betweens that you want to all be different. So have a look. I'm going to put this on time lapse so you can see how it goes.